When the green light, that means it's so they're going to actually have that mic and the whole and the handheld. That's the one's just
Is it going to?
no, it'll be fine. Mine doesn't even go over here. It's just pretty straight.
Did you get what you needed? I think we're okay. People ask me, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, you're on Google Slide. I know they. I mean, I knew where to get project. I will. Yeah. There.
Thank you very much for bringing it.
And they're just, oh yeah, they're just different enough that you fumble. You need with one that you don't use very often. Of course, of course. Of course. I get it. Running another event. Oh, okay. I don't know. I would ask Marla if there's no, I'm okay.
Jen.
I don't have the ability to check. Keep it in your pocket. So we'll put this on your lapel and then.
We're live right now.
All right. If you could, our community members and others, if you could come on in and find a seat here in front. We're really excited, as you can tell. We're excited to get started here. Well, good morning. I don't know about you, but you kind of feel a little bit of electricity in the air. Or maybe that's your usual winter static and, you know, that makes the same things, your clothes stick together or whatever. But thank you all for being here. I mean, I just have to take a moment and look at the incredible individuals around this room that have helped and are contributing to make this day possible. I just think it's fantastic. You know, my name is John Parker, and I'm the superintendent, proud superintendent here. And as I was driving this morning, I thought about the word community. What would we have if we didn't have community? If there is one thing in coming to Central Valley that I have identified as key to the people and everyone that live here, is the word community. The substance that binds us together, people that for which we are serving and also trying to make a difference in each other's lives. And without community, what would we have? So I'm excited to welcome you here this morning. I've got a few introductions first. First of all, I would love to introduce a few of our board members because they're here today. First, I would like to introduce to you Miss Deborah Long. Deborah, could you stand up, please? If there's anybody more passionate about serving this school district, I don't know if I know of any one person more than Deborah. Deborah is completing her term on the board, and we are sad to see Deborah go, but we also are very proud, and she is proud of all the work and the legacy that she has left here, so thank you, Deborah. And I'd also like to welcome Stephanie Jordan, our new board member. In my conversations with Stephanie already, I'm just excited about the fact that she is ready to roll up her sleeves, get started, and she is super passionate as well as far as serving this community. So welcome, Stephanie. And I also wanted to welcome someone who's trying to hide behind the scenes here over here to my left, and that's Miss Cindy McMullen. Cindy also brings years of experience to our school board, and I have really enjoyed working alongside Cindy in so many capacities. I've learned so much, so I just wanted to welcome our board members. Thank you. The other thing I wanted to do before they exited stage left is I'd like to also thank our CV Minor 7 for providing the music. Yeah. Especially this time of year, isn't the music just brings so much flavor to an event like this, so thank you. Also, how about a round of applause for our CVHS cheer squad who's here today. Okay, and the other thing that I just wanted to also acknowledge is the fact that we have leadership from a variety of programs in our schools here in what we now call the Central Learning Community. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment, but I'm also just thrilled that our own Wally Watson from our CVEA is here to join us this morning. Thank you, Wally. And most importantly, I'm really grateful that all of you are here joining us today. So let's bounce back to the word community, because for me, community means everything. And since arriving just under 2 years ago, I have been searching for my community here, and I've found it. I have found it in the faces within our school district, especially our students. I have found it in the faith-based communities that we have in our district. I have found it in the sporting events that I attend and all of the extracurriculars that I have attended. I have found it attending our drama and our music performances. Those are the way that I identify with my community. How is it for you? What drew you to Central Valley School District? And I want you to think about that, because a board member the other night said, what you want and what our community wants is nothing but a top-level education for our kids, right? Yes? Of course, yes. And also, there might be that one thing that grabs a kid, one of our students, and hooks them and makes them and allows them to be part of this community. Maybe they might be struggling a little bit in school, but because of their music performance and them being able to shine in front and see value in singing, or maybe in a play production where they get a chance to act and they get to be on stage and people get to watch them, and all of a sudden they see their immediate value. Maybe they struggle in school a little bit, but out on the gridiron or on the basketball court or on the pitch, they suddenly have a sense of value that's the hook that keeps them connected, and all of a sudden they start to find value in who they are and why they are here. That is one of the reasons why we're here today. And so community is very important. I'd like to share a little bit about the reorganization of our school district, and I wanted to explain why we moved to these smaller learning communities. We know that in a large school district, and I have to tell you, we are large, 14,200 students strong. And we are roughly 24th largest in the state of Washington. How do we make it so that community can still happen without feeling like we're too big? Well, our smaller learning communities are one way that we do that. And so early on, I felt like it was going to be very important to get intentional about how we vertically align ourselves with elementary schools from our preschool program that's second to none, and align and get kids as they traverse their educational experience. How do they work and how do we work together to make sure that grade by grade is seamless for them? More importantly, our elementary school, and we have lots of them represented here, how do we have it so that our fifth graders have a sense of belonging, not only in the elementary they're in, but in the middle school they're about to attend? How do we ensure academically that we're preparing every kid for the next level of learning, and when they make a transition from one building, an elementary school, to a middle school, how do we make sure that they belong and they're ready to go with the academics and with all the other programs that are available so that they belong into middle school? And most importantly, as an eighth grader starts to get ready for the all-important high school experience, where ninth grade credits and ninth grade classes are also in line with setting their trajectory for their post-high school plan, whatever that may be, how are we vertically aligning so all of these and all of our teachers and our support staff and our leaders are all pulling on the same end of the rope, and there is continuity between that? Enter our smaller learning communities, and that is what is represented here. We have all of our schools in the central learning community represented here today, and you're going to get a chance to meet a lot of these amazing students and leaders that are part of this learning community. And I'm really excited to share that with you today. Also, our community link events, we want to showcase exactly what's going on in our schools. We want to make sure that we're sharing with our community exactly how important all of these programs and these other pieces that identify various schools and those extracurriculars and activities. And as I just look around the room, all of those things that make each of our schools in the central learning community unique, but that bind us together to give us that sense of community. And so we're really excited with our new smaller learning community model. And the thing that we stole, the mantra that we stole, and I haven't found a better one yet, is that we are big enough to serve you, but small enough to know you. And that is really a hallmark of when I came into this district, of everybody and how important Central Valley School District is to everyone. And really, I just feel super honored to be a part of this work. And so I wanted to share that a little bit about the smaller learning communities. And the other thing I just want to share, I want to share two items about our new strategic plan. And the leadership team that's here today, we are locked arm in arm and doing a lot of this work together. They're probably sick of me talking about our strategic plan, but I just can't be quiet about it because of the work that our community came together to solidify what was going to go into that plan. That plan was put together with lots of student voice, lots of parents who had involvement with that. We tried various ways to make sure we were gathering the ideas of what is important to our parents, to our students, and what our stakeholders, and that went into our new strategic plan. Even so much that we redefined our board, redefined in our core committee, redefined what our mission and vision is based on that new strategic plan. And you're going to get a chance to see that. If you have not had a chance to look right on your chairs, we put this lovely, nifty, and purposeful little flyer together so you can see a little bit more about our learning communities and our strategic plan. I want to go over two things. These have been really super exciting for me. Number one, this week, we had a chance, and we have been working really hard, and students, I hope you're listening. This week, we had a chance to bring together our new student advisory group. We brought them, bussed them to our central office. We sat down, we met, and we started asking questions. What is important to you to make our schools a better place? How can we do it better? What is important to you? If you want to give us some feedback about how teachers can more effectively give you feedback on your learning, what would that look like? If you had a chance if you have concerns in our schools, what are they so we can work on those, so that we can support you? And I'm telling you folks, I'm glad we have done this because there was no shortage of ideas from our students. And these weren't superficial, shallow things. These were deep, meaningful comments and things that our students shared. Our team and some of our board members who attended were blown away listening to our students and their student voice. And that is why we are here. That is our purpose, is to make sure that we are listening to students. So, very passionate about that. We have more of those planned, and I'm really excited just to continue developing the student voice. And those voices and that feedback, we're going to make sure we get back out to all of our principals. And most importantly, we're going to make sure that our school board has a chance to see all of those responses. Because when it comes to decision making, if we are neglecting our student voice, then we are neglecting the very essence for what makes this community so important. So that's one thing I just wanted to share with you. The other thing I wanted to share with you is we're embarking on an exciting conversation here. Recently, we put out applications for looking at how we might take a look at our 180 school days and how we might reposition them. It's not year-round school. I want to make sure everyone knows that. But if we have 180 school days that we have to fulfill as a statute, as an obligation, might there be a different way that we could distribute those days that are going to meet the needs academically, but also, after we came out of the pandemic, we learned quite a bit about the social and mental and emotional health of not just our students, but all of the people that serve our students, our staff, teachers, administrators, support staff, everyone. Might we benefit from considering a different view of those 180 days? And so our balanced calendar committee was just selected, notices went out. We had 140 applicants for this. And that is exciting to me because nothing is more important too than having healthy discourse about how we're going to be making decisions. We are going to have a committee of 50, and we're going to be exploring this. We're going to look at the research. We're going to listen to the experiences of the people in the room. We have representation from those 50 from all aspects of our school district, from our students to our parents, our administrators. We have business that are part of that. We have childcare, we have transportation, and we had a lot of people that are very, very interested in that. That's another part of our strategic plan that I'm really excited about. So I want to just check in with Cindy. Cindy, how are we doing with time? Ross is ready. So you can tell I'm pretty fired up about this. And I'm really excited today as you're going to be traveling around the room. If you've got something you feel like you want to share with me, and students, that includes you, please don't hesitate. But our community members that are here and have signed up and are here joining us, thank you for joining us today. And without any further ado, I'd like to introduce an individual who's going to come up for this next part of the program. His name is Ross Johnson. Ross, come on up here. And he's going to share a little bit more about Central Learning Community. And I'm just excited to hear more about it myself. And more to come. This is the first of 3 events that we are going to have. And the other 2 are coming next week. And so we're really excited. Without any further ado, Ross Johnson.
Thank you, Dr. Parker, and thank you everyone for being here today. My name is Ross Johnson, and I'm the Dean of Students at Broadway Elementary. Prior to today's event, I had the opportunity to interview each principal in the Central Learning Community and capture the great things that they are doing for our students. Each school will be sharing something unique to their building. However, there is a clear theme that's embedded throughout all of our schools. At the center of who we are as a learning community is our students. Before we watch the highlight video, I'd like to share something special with you that happened in preparation for this event. Building principals were asked to prepare something that they would like to showcase that represented our community's theme, the center of who we are. Carefully, principals collaborated with their colleagues and their building teams to select the programs or building initiatives that truly represented their school. As I visited each school to record their video, a pattern started to unfold. Every 1 or 2 minute video turned into a conversation about how greatly that building's initiative has impacted students, how excited the staff is to see the results of their hard work. They began to tell me about the other initiatives that their staff have been taking on to learn and grow so that they can continue to raise expectations and increase student achievement, how they are continually building a culture that focuses on a sense of belonging for all students. I discovered that what they chose to highlight for today's event was just a sliver of all the great things that are taking place in our schools. Across the entire Central Learning Community, you will find creative, diverse, and innovative hard work being done for all of our students. Please enjoy this video as building leaders in the Central Learning Community highlight the center of who they are. And then I invite you to become curious and learn more about all that our incredible staff are doing at each building.
In the Central Learning Community. We are lucky enough in our area to serve over 5,200 students, and we have the highest preschool population in our district, where we serve over 400 students. Those students are mostly served at our Early Learning Center, but we also have a class at Progress Elementary. Along with the preschoolers, we also have a great opportunity in the Central Learning Community to house The majority of our English language learners, North Pines and Central Valley High School both have great programs that have greater populations, but we also have students throughout the other schools that also are able to serve these students on a daily basis. In the Central Learning Community, one of our greatest joys obviously is serving our students, but we tend to make sure that we are having high expectations for our students to help with their achievement. All of our schools also emphasize a sense of belonging. And we know that when students feel that they belong in a school, that also will help their achievement. I am super excited at the dedication and the perseverance that our administrators and staff show on a daily basis while working with our students. It definitely is a team effort, and the presentations that you will hear shortly will exemplify the fact that our principals really focus on student achievement, sense of belonging, and knowing that students are the center of who we are.
Hi, my name is Barb Sattler. I'm the director for the Central Valley Early Learning Center, and we're going to focus here on 3 different components that we do at the Early Learning Center. This is the first introduction to the Central Valley School District that our families have and our students have. We focus on where students come from the infant toddler network into our birth through 3 programs. And then we also focus on a family component, which supports the families in a variety of different practices. And then of course our educational system within our P3 classrooms. Here at the Early Learning Center, we went into an endeavor doing a fully inclusionary practice just 2 years ago. So all of our students live in a peer model support group where 30% of the kids in our classrooms are on IEPs and 70% of our kids are typical peers. They're there to support those kids learning those new social and emotional skills so that they can get better prepared for kindergarten. This has been some of the hardest work that Central Valley has ever done, but the most rewarding. Our kids are here to make a difference as they move into kindergarten, and we're excited to share that with you as we move forward.
Hi, I'm Nicole Karras, principal at Adams Elementary School, and today I want to highlight the great things we're doing for all students here at Adams. We have a large special education population, which is inclusive of 5 special education programs. We have been committed to our school-wide intervention model. What this means is we look at kids' individual learning needs, and as we see those needs, we either prepare interventions that enrich what they already know or remediate what they don't already know. Our teachers have been dedicated to this work for the past 3 to 4 years, really getting smart about what we're teaching in our classrooms that align to essential standards, and really at the center of who we are. We're committed to growing and engaging each student here at Adams.
Welcome to Broadway. I'm Lori Johnson and I'm the principal here.
I'm Ross Johnson and I'm the Dean of Students.
Everyone is welcome at Broadway, and our promise to our students and community is that everyone belongs here and we learn, grow, and do hard things together. We work especially hard to provide what every student needs with options that range from flexible seating and calm down spaces and tools in classrooms to specialized behavior supports and academic interventions.
Our staff believes that all our students belong to all of us, and we work together to implement research-based trauma-informed practices and find unique strengths that each student can bring to our community. From our daily Zoom announcements to classroom buddies, we strive to make sure every student feels welcome and valued. They truly are the center of who we are.
Hello, I'm Lori Spence. I'm the principal at Opportunity Elementary.
And I'm Brent Howard, assistant principal here at Opportunity.
Here at Opportunity, you will hear us referring often to our motto, this is your opportunity, because the center of who we are is ensuring that all students are empowered to blossom into well-rounded citizens. The Opportunity News Crew and News Show is a weekly production that our 5th grade students provide for our school. The students write scripts, facilitate interviews, share current events about the school and community, share fun jokes, and provide weather updates. All of our students count down the days that they will become a part of the news crew as they become 5th graders.
Another focus for our student-centered opportunities at Opportunity is our dynamic Pandemonium Choir. This is a group of 3rd through 5th grade students who share a passion for music. They meet 2 to 3 times per week before school to prepare for several school and community events throughout the school year.
We are most proud of Opportunity for the commitment from all of our staff who embrace our students, allowing them to shine.
Hi, I'm Eric Dobney. I'm the principal at Progress Elementary School. The center of who we are at Progress is we're a school that cultivates curiosity and a caring community of learners. Progress has been a unique school offering innovative learning experiences for several years, including work in STEM, electives, and inquiry-based learning. Thus, we anchored ourselves in our core values of community, curiosity, and choice. What we have created is an instructional model in which students live out the 21st century skills, those skills being critical thinking, creativity, communication, and collaboration. Students at Progress are exposed to the same essential standards and same curriculum as schools across the district, but it is approached through an inquiry-based lens. Our core values guide the work as we create rich experiences for students through explorations. In explorations, students have choice and agency about learning. Students lean into what they are most curious about within a unit and have the opportunity to travel to other classrooms to explore these topics more deeply. Progress is a pretty unique and special place.
I'm Travis Howell. I am the proud principal of Sunrise Elementary. We are the Superstars, and we are one of the largest elementary schools in the Central Valley School District. At Sunrise Elementary, our diverse SMART programs stand at the center of who we are as an educational community. Our collective promise as a dedicated staff is encapsulated in our promise to rise. This is evident in building strong relationships, inspiring learning beyond classrooms, serving our students through meaningful programs, and embracing our engaged community. Today, we will highlight a few of our amazing programs, such as our chess club, robotics, running club, and cooking classes. These SMART programs exemplify the spirit of our Rise as we work to create an engaging, nurturing, and educational environment that defines Sunrise Elementary.
My name is Mike Siren. I'm the principal at Evergreen Middle School. Evergreen is for everyone, and we pride ourselves, our kids really pride themselves by showing up to school and taking care of each other. Focusing on being respectful, being responsible, and achieving in classes. Kids in our special programs have opportunities to work with their gen ed peers, and we try to provide as many opportunities as we can for those kids to connect with their gen ed peers. One of the programs I'd like to highlight is a unified sports program that we've started here where kids are paired out with gen ed peers and they participate in various sports. This year we are participating in basketball and soccer, but we like to showcase those kids building wide, and it really does bring our kids closer together.
Hi, my name is Jeremy Benson. I'm the principal at North Pines Middle School. And here at North Pines, the student is really the center of everything that we're doing or trying to do. Our focus this year is really on student achievement and expectations, and a couple areas I want to highlight on student achievement are our cup time. So twice a week, 2 different sessions, we have a cup time A and a cup time B. These are opportunities for kids to engage in either an enrichment activity, for example, robotics 2, or 3D printing. It's also a time for students that might be struggling in some areas, for math or for English, or need to get that extra support. Another area I'd like to highlight is our co-teaching. So this year, all of our 6th graders and 7th graders that have an IEP, need that specialized learning, are in a class with gen ed students. And so 6th grade math and 6th grade English are co-taught classes. And with our focus on student achievement, we're really working to put the student first and foremost and at the center of everything we do.
My name is Katie Louie, interim principal at Central Valley High School. Our bears are the center of who we are. How do we make CV a great place for our bears? We have 6 staff-led energy bus routes that work cohesively to create and maintain a positive climate and culture at Central Valley High School. From ensuring a positive transition for our incoming students to providing basic needs for each bear, recognizing achievement in all we do, and of course, making CV a fun place to be. Our bus routes have something for everyone. Each route works together and operates on a continuous feedback loop to make CV the best possible place to be. Learn more about how bears support bears. We're proud because we are CV.
My name is Camille Yosef, principal at Micah Peak High School. We're a fully accredited high school within the Central Valley School District, focusing on empowering students through challenging curriculum and post-high school options. We offer students who are looking for something a little bit different from our traditional comprehensive schools. With small class sizes, a focus on community building, and a focus on developing self-advocacy, Micah Peak supports high school students in a teacher-led classroom environment, but in a smaller setting. We accept students who are in 9th grade through 12th grade, and we offer a diploma experience that can fit the requirements for all post-high school plans. We offer a quarter system that emphasizes fewer classes at once, but more time in those classes. Micah Peak continues to be an important part of our Central Valley School District community.
We are the Central Learning Community, and this is the center of who we are.
Thank you, Ross, for working with all of our principals to get that going. And principals, thank you for taking time to actually focus on, again, the center of who we are, which is our students. Before I let you go roam the room, I want to make sure that you are aware of the community card that you have at your in the area here. This is for you to have any comments, questions. Feel free to reach out to any of us as you go on your way to answer any questions. But at this time, I would like to have you go on your way. I want you to keep a couple things in mind as you do. I think that it is phenomenal that we have so many students helping participate in this. So if you could, while we're all here and not distracted, give them a round of applause, I think that would be great. As Dr. Parker mentioned earlier when we had the student advisory team the other day, it was so reassuring to us as we sat in to know the great learning that's being done, but also the great suggestions that the students have for us. And so I particularly do want to make sure that we get their student voice in as we are, as you're going around and visiting. And then one last thing is I would love to give a shout out to North Pines admin, without their help, this would not have all come together. So thank you so much for working with me being crazy. So have a great time. Around 8:55, I'm going to call you all together for one last thank you. But right now, go ahead and get up. We have Danish and coffee in the back as well. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3.
first booth that we have here is our Early Learning Center. And right here is Ms. Sattler. She is advisor and principal at Early Learning Center. So they have their booth set up here with different focuses on what students do. Say a little bit of something for the camera.
Sure, we do a full inclusionary program here at the ELC. So what you see on our presentation is tools and interactions and supports that we use so all students are successful in a universal environment.
Thank you. Okay, let's move on down here. Our next school is, we have another Early Learning Center booth. And then we're going to sneak over here to North Pines. And I think that right here what we're looking at is different activities that they can do, whether that's a robotics class. So do you want to talk a little bit about this?
So they are building, they get 3 choices to build: a spinning sign, an animal toy, or a lift. And then my kids chose to do spinning signs and animal toys. Not quite sure which this one is. It could be a cat toy, it could be a spinning sign, but you know, they have fun. So they're doing great. Yep.
Great job, North Pines Cubs. All right, over here we have Broadway, and Mrs. Johnson is the principal here at Broadway. Do you want to talk a little bit about your presentation?
Oh, for sure. So the center of who we are at Broadway is making sure that every student belongs. We have years of education in complex trauma, and so we have break spots in all the classrooms. The classrooms all have fidget tools. We provide wiggle seats if kids need them, flexible seating options. So we try to meet the needs of every single student so that they can be successful.
Thank you. Again, that exemplifies that students are the center of who we are. Nice job. Thank you. Okay, now this is pretty exciting. This is Opportunity Elementary, and they do the news program every morning. So we're going to step in here and try to get their attention and see if they can answer a question for us. Can we sneak in?
Yes, go.
So we are streaming this live right now, and I wonder if one of you would like to tell us what makes this such a program for you.
Rock, paper, scissors.
You.
So Opportunity is a great program for everyone to go there, and there's lots of new things and lots of cool things, just like news crew and choir. Everyone should feel in there, but not everyone should be happy for where they are. But to be honest, I love Opportunity, so everyone should come.
Nice. Good job. Okay, you have something else?
Opportunity is so fun. We have music. We have different music for each grade. We have lots of like I don't know. Like we have lots of fun places. We have lots of fun people. We talk about lots of fun stuff. We learn about a lot of good stuff. So yeah, it's fun.
How long have you been at Opportunity?
I've been here since first grade,
Nice.
but I wasn't here for second grade.
Very good. Do you want to add anything?
I've been here since kindergarten, and I know that we've always done music, and we've always done a musical play. This year for 5th grade, we're doing Snowbiz. It's super fun. We're all in the cast, and it's just exciting. We've actually got our first rehearsal with all the 5th graders today. We also, at the end of the school year, do field day, which have fun activities outside. It's just amazing. I love the opportunity.
Do you want to add something too? All right. Well,
This is our president of our school.
oh, very good. Congratulations. So Opportunity also, as Mrs. Spence said in the video, has lots of opportunities for their students. So this next booth is the Valley High School booth, and right here we have Mrs. Louie. And would you like to speak a little bit about what you're doing at CV?
Yeah, at CV, we are focusing on our energy bus routes. These are based on the book, The Energy Bus, and it's really about contributing positively to your school culture and climate and making sure that you are adding and not taking away from the energy of others. We have 6 staff-led routes that provide all of the opportunities for our students, such as our 9th grade transition, who meets with 8th graders and then plans activities for our incoming 9th graders. We also have our student climate and culture group, our Bear Nation that does positive activities, and our Blue Crew, which is our staff engagement and keeps us close to each other. So we have 6 different routes, and they really guide all of the work that we do throughout the year.
Very good. Thank you, Mrs. Lewis. That's a great example of making sure that our community is involved in sense of belonging, as well as still working on student achievement and meeting the needs of all of the students at Central Valley High School. The next section over here is our alternative learning programs that we have in the district. So we have different online programs. We have CVVL, which is a K through 8 program, and we have CVVL High School, as well as SIT, which is a K-8, and SVLA and Micah Peak. So with all of those different programs, students are able to find what best meets their needs if it's not at, like in particular the high schools, if it's not met at a comprehensive high school. So as we look over here, we can see different programs that they have, and maybe we might be able to talk to Mr. Clemens here. Mr. Clemens, would you, we're streaming live right now, so would you like, yes, would you like to say a little bit of something about Summit?
Summit School is a school of choice. We have kindergarten through 8th grade, and we do things a little bit differently. We dig deeper into our curriculum, dig deeper into units, and spend more time in one unit rather than spreading it out. And then we also do things, field work around that, where we have kids out in the community, learning about their environment and the community and bringing it back to the classroom. And then also tied to that is our adventure program, where we're challenging themselves to do things they might not have done before. Something like snowshoeing, cross-country skiing, hiking, ropes courses, all those kind of things that just really do look at the whole child and how we support them and get them ready for the next step, which is
right on. And are these some of your students here? Oh, right on. Would one of them want to, or however many, talk about what? Ethan. Oh, right. Oh, look at this.
He is the
ambassador.
Valedictorian for SVT, so I think he could be speaking to us very well.
Okay, Ethan, would you let us know a little bit about what made the Summit work so well for your learning?
The small class sizes and the community it builds through all 9 years being there, it was incredible. It also really prepared me for high school, which helped me succeed, and also it keeps you accountable academically, which a lot of middle schools don't do, which really helped me in the high school setting where there isn't that much accountability. It really overall was an amazing experience for me, and getting the opportunity to go do field work, go on campouts, on all sorts of field trips really expanded my horizons and helped me a lot now in my journey, in my high school journey, basically.
Well, thank you for coming back and helping others learn about Summit. Thank you, Mr. Clemens. This next booth is another one of our schools that is set aside for different types of learnings that kids might be more able to identify with. So would one of you like to talk about your experience at SVT?
All right, my experience at SVT is absolutely amazing. I love it there. I am on the biomed pathway, so I learn all about the human body and all of its systems. Right now we are just learning about vaccines. It's very interesting. And so I personally love it there. We do a bunch of great school projects, like our mini design project, community day. We just have a grand old time, so. All right, Kane, do you want to talk?
So I'm down the engineering path, but since I don't actually take the class at the school,
I actually self-independently teach myself civil engineering because at the current time we don't offer that class. But a big thing about SVT that I like as I'm a senior, as we have so many different clubs where you can get letters that can help you through college, job applications, and just your future. So like I have a bunch of pins and letters up here, my Leatherman jacket, as I've gone to state competitions, national competitions, and won tons of awards just for those.
That sounds like a great opportunity for both of you, and we really appreciate you being able to come and explain why SVT is the right spot for you all. Next, we have Micah Peak High School, which is another alternative high school that we have. And Mr. Yosef, would you like to talk to us about what makes Micah Peak special?
Well, I think Micah Peak special, first of all, is we're part of the central community, which I'm biased, but it is. But I think what we present on a smaller scale is not indigenous to Micah Peak. It's a message across the entire central community and Trial Central Valley High School, regardless of whether you're a small, large school, is that we want rigorous achievement built with healthy relationships and a sense of relevancy. And so we're just excited to be a part of this journey. And we do it in a smaller way, a little bit different way, but the message is still the same, whether you're at Central Valley High School, Micah Peak, Progress Elementary, or any of our schools inside of our district.
Thank you, Mr. Yosef. Next, we have Progress Elementary, and Progress Elementary is also an inquiry-based school, and they have a great display here. Mr. Dobney is here, and I'm going to turn the mic over to you a little bit here to let us know why Progress is such a great spot for student learning.
Pretty special and unique. Got I'm called Inquiry and Exploration based learning program. In the process of in the shutdown, we've had to reimagine and reinvent who we are. And, it's all work and pretty proud of.
Good, and you can see that it takes all different kinds of learning environments for kids to be the best they can be. And another example of students being the center of who we are. We also have Adams right here, and they are down the road from Progress a little bit. Mrs. Karras, would you like to talk to us a little bit about what makes Adams such a special spot for kids?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've chosen to focus on our school-wide intervention system, which is really tailored to all of our students' individualized needs. And so we really focus on our reading intervention, which has allowed us really to increase those reading scores and to give students access to the ability to read. And so I like the work that our teachers have done to really individualize for students and to really get to know different intervention models so that students are able to grow in those reading skills.
Thank you, Mrs. Karras. Adams Eagles are lucky to be able to attend that school for sure. Then we have our Sunrise right here. Sunrise is focusing on the smart class. Okay, now I'm wondering if I can get any of you to say why these classes are super. You want to talk? All right.
I enjoy this class because we can spend time with our friends and build cool Lego characters.
And so what is this that you built?
This is a car that we can program with this button. It's a battery. And we can program it on this computer to like move.
How do you think that's going to help you when you get older in different schools as you get up to high school? Or how do you think it will help you in a career maybe?
You could be like an engineer and like you could build.
Very good. Is that what you want to do when you're older?
I like a sport. I want to be a sports player.
Of course you do. Anybody else want to say what's important about your classes that you did?
What's important about for Bloom's Day is that you get to be with your friends that you wouldn't usually be with them in normal classes, and that you just get to have fun with your coaches.
Very good. Fit for Bloom's Day is a fun activity for students to run with their kids and get ready for Bloom's Day. which is obviously a huge community event in Spokane. Next, we have Evergreen Middle School. And, oh, come here. Do you want to talk? Would you like to be on camera? Okay, so we are talking to kids and administrators about why they like their school and what's important. Would you like to say a few words?
Again.
You know, Mr. Cyrus. Oh, anybody else? Anybody want to talk about what? Okay, perfect.
So, like the unified is, it's like we get to work with kids and feel like us, and we just get to make them feel to actually play and do things that other kids get to do.
What's the sport you enjoyed the most or doing it with them?
I probably like basketball the most because they're probably better than half the kids in school. But doing it was really cool. And shooting, like one of our kids, Christian, he can shoot pointers and make them every time.
That's awesome. Oh, do you want to say something on the unified sports?
Like volleyball.
What makes volleyball special and fun for you? Is it hard? Are you good at it?
Yeah.
Nice. Good job. Well, thanks for coming this morning. I appreciate you being here. These are all examples of what makes the Central Learning Community so special as a part of Central Valley School District. And we just want to bring these highlights to all of our community members so that they know what their students have, and we appreciate our community for helping make these happen. Have a great day. Okay, turn that off.
Good.